Russ Anber, good catching up with you.
Thanks, buddy.
Years in the boxing game. Here at Jean Pascal's training camp. You're getting ready. First day of Vegas camp for Sergey Kovalev. What do you think of that matchup?
I think it's a hell of a fight. When Jean's in the ring with anybody, especially when it's a world-class guy, he's always involved in great fights. So I think it's a great matchup, and it's the kind of matchup that Jean needs. And he's motivated when he fights good guys. And Kovalev's a great guy.
And Kovalev, you know, he's been on a great run. Has a Hopkins victory under his belt now. What makes him so dangerous?
He's complete. He has a great amateur resume. I mean, the pedigree that this guy's got and the development that he had as an amateur, the skill set that he learned, you know, made him among the best in the world as an amateur. And, you know, that carries over. As you mature and become a man and use that even more, that makes you even better. So his background is phenomenal. And it's a good thing Jean has a great amateur background as well, because if not, if you don't have that kind of development, you can't hang with somebody like a Sergey Kovalev.
Gotcha. What's it been like being kind of part of Jean's corner from before the Butte victory? Then, you know, Stevenson signed on, and it looked like Stevenson might fight Hopkins. Now, with the things the way shaked up, Pascal's getting Kovalev. I mean, what's it just like been being with him and seeing him get this shot?
Listen, I've been with Jean. Well, Mark has me with Jean since the start of his career, and it's been a fantastic run. I've got to experience things that I'd never got to do before. It's been a pleasure being in camp. He's fun to be in camp with. He works hard. He wants to learn, even at this advanced age. And you know, as much as he can have that exuberant, sometimes arrogant confidence that, you know, a lot of great fighters have outside the ring, when he comes into the gym and it's time to work, he's humble and he comes to work and wants to keep learning. And to me, you know, a lot of great fighters possess that. Guys like Pascal, guys like Mayweather, that little intangible that still wants to make them even better. Jean has that, and for us as the trainers, it makes it wonderful and a pleasure to be in the gym with him. I love to be in a gym where a fighter wants to learn. It makes you motivated to want to coach.
Good deal, good stuff. Now, you were also in the corner of Deontay Wilder this past weekend. Go to a huge victory, got the WC belt from Bermane Stiverne. What did you think of the fight? I mean, what did I think of the fight? I think Deontay was able to do something that nobody expected him to do, and we knew. But you know, like, you can't tell anybody because no one believes it. You know, they just going on the fact, oh, he didn't beat nobody. You know, he never been past 4 rounds. He got okay. So let's say all that was true, which we know he's never been past 4 rounds. Just because he's never been past 4 rounds doesn't mean he can't go more than 4 rounds. And we tested that often in the gym, so we knew what we could get out of him. We knew that he can deliver the kind of performance that he delivered, and we saw it in the gym, we saw it with the sparring, and not just this fight, all the other fights that we prepared for. We knew there were certain things that he could do, and he executed them greatly against, I might add, against the Bermane Stiverne, who in my opinion offered one of the most courageous and best performances of his career, despite the fact that he lost. This was the most determined, hungry guy that and especially in losing, you have to be even more hungry to do. It's one thing when you're easily winning and you look like you're knocking the guy out and you say, oh, it's a great performance. But when you're up against a guy like Deontay and still trying to hold on to your title into the 12th round, that was the most determined I've seen Bermane. And what you mentioned in camp, what's it like being in camp with Deontay? And like, what do you know about him that maybe the public doesn't see or whatever?
He's another guy that when he's in a good mood, it's a pleasure to be in the gym with him. And he's so athletic that when you get him in the right mood and you get him thinking, wanting to absorb information and let him know just where his talent can go, and you show him something, he absorbs it like a sponge. So it's a lot of fun for me to be in camp with Deontay, and especially after we leave the gym and then go have something to eat. Once he starts eating as a heavyweight, he gets in an even better mood. So it's a lot of fun. And I'm of the belief that when a fighter is in a good mood, when a fighter is happy, when anybody in any walk of life, when you're happy at what you do and you enjoy what you're doing, you exceed and you excel. And I think that's the case for both Jean and Deontay. And in an interview I did, you know, leading up to the fight, I made the comparison to the Canadian media back home in the similarities between Jean Pascal and Deontay Wilder.